What's up, guys? Hopefully this is coming through okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually showing up as horizontal or not. I am trying to get it in. And right now, we just got some rain and some nasty lightning going on. But the storm that's headed directly for us is currently tornado warned for Fairfield and Hocking County, which is the neighboring county to me. And it is heading directly towards us in terms of the direction of travel of the storm. So I would expect within the next few minutes that our tornado sirens will go off. But for now, we're just going to take it easy. Right now the wind is coming from my back, so I can stand out on the porch a little bit. But is it coming through in horizontal or is it vertical for you guys? This is New Lexington, Ohio currently, for those of you wondering. Like I said, right now it's a radar indicated tornado warning for Fairfield County, Hocking County, and it is headed in my direction. So I would expect if the storm continues its rotation that we would get a tornado warning within 10 to 15 minutes total. But right now we just got some rain and some killer lightning. It is horizontal? Good. Okay. Because I hate live streaming from my phone because I can never tell if it's actually working properly or not. Live streaming from the phone is obnoxious. But we got some killer lightning. If we do see anything, I wouldn't imagine if there is a tornado coming that I would be able to see it because it's going to be rain wrapped in all this rain. But right now the wind is coming out of my... Oh, no, never mind. Hold on. Ah! It got wet all of a sudden. I was going to say, right now the wind's coming out of my back, so I'm up against the building. But it changed course on me. But you can see the wind through the flag right there. But we've got a great look at the western sky here, so if anything does happen, we'll be looking right at that direction. But just thought I'd go live before things get too crazy. Maybe you guys get to see some fun. But hopefully you guys are having a great day and staying safe out there. There's a lot of storms out there that are doing a lot of damage down south. We're just getting heated up here in Ohio. We actually had our instability kind of limited due to the rain that we had this morning and early afternoon, but it still seemed like these storms are going to pop off one way or the other. So we'll see how this goes. But I appreciate everybody dropping in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Anybody down in southern Ohio, especially around West Union, there was a confirmed large tornado rain wrapped down in West Union doing some damage, so be careful down there near the river. I've already warned my dad and my sister to make sure they're paying attention to everything, because like I said, any of these storms that pop up today could be potentially nasty. So let me turn off this light in the background. Whoops. See if that'll help. Since we're inside, the light was reflecting off the glass. Yeah, so we're where I'm at is New Lexington, Ohio. We're about an hour southeast of Columbus. The storm that was located in Lancaster, headed my direction, would probably take about 45 minutes to get here. So like I said, if it continues to stay rotating, there's a good chance that I get a tornado warning here in the very near future. And you guys will hear it, I promise. Like, I'm right downtown in New Lex, so we're right in the middle of all the tornado sirens. So there ain't no missing these, that's for sure. But yeah, lightning's pretty crazy. Things are getting a little bit more exciting here. Have I tried mobile? I have not, Birdman, and I don't have plans to try mobile at this time. I don't have a tablet or anything, so if I played mobile, it'd probably be on BlueStacks or whatever it is on my PC. So it's just not something I need to do. But I'm hoping that we can get some good lightning for you guys, maybe a little bit of storms. And like I said, I don't know if that storm has still maintained its rotation or not, but if it does, we will definitely be getting a tornado warning because it was headed right at our direction. So we don't see setups like this very often in Ohio, where I'm at particularly. We do get tornadoes on occasion, usually weaker tornadoes, but I have seen a couple of tornadoes come through in my time. We had an outbreak when I was younger, still in high school, where tornadoes, F1 or F2, came through, ripped the roof off the livestock barn on the other end of New Lex here at the fairgrounds. But it was a really short-lived. Let's just hope that that no tornado got cows. Yeah, thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate it, Mega. Oops, wrong button. Tried to heart it and I goofed. Thank you so much, my dude. We're gonna be safe, guys. Don't worry. Like, if I feel like I'm in any danger, the stream's probably gonna end and I'll jump in the bathtub because that's the only where I can go. I'm on the top floor of a brick building. It is a well-built brick building from the old days, so it would take a pretty massive tornado to do something to this. But that being said, I don't really have a basement to go to or anything like that. I live in an apartment building, so it would just be jump in the shower and hunker down, get a blanket over top of me, and hope for the best. But ain't about being stupid. You guys know that. I respect Mother Nature as much as anybody. I know how strong and powerful she can be, so if I feel like I'm in any danger, I promise you guys will be the first to know. I promise. But I love storms, man. I can't help it. I always have. Me and my mom used to go out and look at floods and kind of go after a few like storms here and there when I was younger. Like, we used to love doing that. There's actually some old privated videos on my YouTube channel from like way back in the day, like 2007, 2008, where I recorded me and Mom reacting to a nasty thunderstorm down home. But I privated it because, you know, obviously my mom passed away, so it's kind of a private video for me now. But yeah, it's just something I've always been fascinated with. I've done a little bit of amateur chasing here and there, but it's always different when it comes to you. when it's your stuff that's in the way of Mother Nature, instead of putting yourself willingly in the way. It'll be fine, guys. Like I said, the odds are not in, like, they're not stacked against us. Like, it's pretty rare to get nasty tornadoes here. It's not impossible. Pretty rare though. But we do get some nasty tornado warned storms come through on occasion, and this probably will be one of them. But things are calming down a little bit outside, which usually means the storm is approaching, actually. So we'll see. Like I said, I don't know if it's still rotating or not. I would have imagined we probably would have been in a tornado warning if it still was, so it's probably been allowed to expire if I had to guess. But that doesn't mean it can't spin up again, so we'll see. Haven't seen any hail today yet, but these are the first storms that are kind of pushing, so we'll see. Everything we've had tonight has been rain, which is not always good either, because all our creeks and stuff in the neighborhood are full. Ground is saturated from a couple of days of heavy rainfall. So any of these storms that drop a lot of rain real quick can also add to flooding risks. I apologize that you guys are getting raindrops on the windshield or window here, but not much I can do about it. I don't want to get drenched, so I'm not stepping outside. Now that the storm is approaching, the wind's coming from the front, so all that rain would be right in my face. You don't have to be worried about me, guys. Like I said, we've been through plenty of storms. This is textbook Ohio weather, man. This is actually a bit of a special case, but still, I mean, it's the Midwest. It's early spring. Like, this is normal. We get these kind of storms all the time. But whether or not they end up producing a tornado is a different story. Most of the tornadoes in Ohio happen out west and southwest. Northwest, southwest, and just west in general. I live in southeastern central Ohio, technically. So, a little bit more rare for us, but we get a lot of tornado warned storms, even if they rarely actually produce tornadoes. The last stream that I did leading up to me jumping out and going for a drive, there was actually a tornado that touched down in, would have been the county to our north, which is Hebron. That's not the county. That's Licking County is to the north. But it was outside of Johnstown, Ohio. They had a tornado up there, and I actually drove into that storm from the bottom side, but of course it was dark and the rain was so heavy from the bottom side of the storm I didn't get to see anything. But I had a friend on Facebook post some of the pictures of his family's property that was damaged from that tornado. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun one for you guys to jump in and hang out with me as we see another storm come in. I know a lot of you guys are across the pond, so you're not used to seeing, you know, good old-fashioned American storms. There's a reason we got the most extreme weather on the planet, folks. And like I said, we've already had multiple tornadoes touch down in Kentucky, Indiana, southern Ohio. We knew this outbreak was coming. Like, the National Weather Service predicted this 2 days in advance, which is pretty odd. Anytime you get a enhanced risk 2 days out, you know to kind of keep your eye on the weather. But definitely a situation we want to keep an eye on. And again, it's not about being scared or anything like that. You just got to be prepared for it. You pay attention to what's going on and know that things can change really quickly. It's all good, Wolfie. Like I said, we ain't gonna do anything crazy. We're just hanging out with you guys while we watch some thunder and lightning and some rain. Worst case scenario, we get a tornado warning. So I thought it'd be fun for you guys to hear the tornado warning when it goes off, if it happens. And like I said, it may not happen. They may have let the tornado warning, I would assume by now, since we haven't seen it. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate you. Your donation to my storm chasing fund. Appreciate it, Jess. Much love. But yeah, again, it's nothing to be scared of, right? Like, weather is going to happen. You know that you live in the Midwest, or the U.S. in general has the most extreme weather on the planet. And so, like, anytime that we know that these storm systems are going to be possible, just paying attention, keeping yourself in a situation where you can actually, like, get to cover if you need to, take shelter, wait out the storm. But I'm a little different. I like the storms and stuff, so I immediately pull out my phone anytime things start to maybe get interesting. But I may jump in and check out the weather map real quick. Let me flip screen. You guys can stare at my ugly mug for the moment. I just got back from the gym, so I'm all sweaty and nasty, so you're going to have to bear with me. I had a nasty push day, so I'm going to jump in and check out and see. I would assume
Not much. There's not much there's only one warning, and it's a tornado warning for Winchester, Tennessee, and Southeast Tennessee. That's going to be allowed to expire in about 5 minutes. So I'll come back and check on that. Otherwise, there's no warnings. There's a line of storms moving through.
I know you guys can hear Ryan Hall in the background, probably.
Low, severe limits. I believe it rained too much today.
There's still a tornado warning for that cell that's coming through Fairfield County, and it is heading right in my direction. So there's also a tornado warning to the north in Muskingum County and the corner of Licking County, going right over Zanesville, which is about 20 to 30 minutes right across, or right up to the northeast of me.
And I don't think we're done.
Let me refresh the radar real quick. God, I don't know how close you guys were to my face. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just sitting here looking at the thing. You guys are probably like freaking out. It's like, we don't need to be this close, Spartan. Like, we love you, but good Lord. Ain't nobody needs to be that close to your ugly mug.
Thank you so much, Elijah. The Lancaster, Ohio tornado warning is now. We're hearing about a report of a funnel cloud up there, probably near West Rushville, and north of Bremen. So we might see a new tornado warning.
Okay, so from what I understand, the tornado warning is actually starting to be considered a confirmed tornado warning in the Rushville area and going north of Bremen. To put that into perspective, that is going to, if it comes through, that storm would pass about through Somerset, if I had to guess, which would be in that direction. So, still not out of the woods yet in terms of this storm. There is reports of funnel clouds with this particular storm, so we're right there on the edge of it. Currently, if it's passing through Rushville, that puts it at about 20 minutes. So it's about halfway to us. Like I said, if it maintains its course, it'll probably pass to our north near Somerset. So if you're in the path of this storm, you take cover. Those of you in Rushville, Somerset, up there between Somerset and Thornville, can't think of the name of it, but you guys out there in the country, pay attention if you're out there. So things are still spicy out there, folks. Probably not raining hard enough for me to step outside again. I need to get me something to hold this. So yeah, so basically, judging by the path of the storm, we would want to be looking in that direction, right through the flag, because Somerset is right out there, about 10 miles up the road from me. I know you guys can't really see much of anything. But right now here we just got some rain and lightning. And like I said, if there is any sort of like rotation in this storm, as it gets into northern Perry County, I guarantee the tornado siren will be going off. So I'm right in dead center of Perry County, Ohio, in New Lexington, Ohio. Somerset is in the path of the storm with Rushville as well. Bremen, which is 20 to 30 minutes northwest of us. So yeah, there's no way to get any lower than I am. The only place under me is the storage cabinet, and it's locked up. Woo! I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I'm gonna try to, like, I can't zoom out, unfortunately. See if we can get some lightning to light that up again. I'm getting soaked. Feels good, actually. It's not cold. It's in the 60s, so this rain feels pretty good, actually. But yeah, the storm that's coming into the area that's tornado warned should be issuing a tornado warning, I would imagine, in the near future. They did say that there was a funnel cloud spotted with this storm. So I would expect that tornado warning to get extended, which would bring it right to us. And like I said, it'd be north of us, but not by much. So that would put it, like I said, within 10 miles of us. There was a little bit of a highlight. You get to see that storm clouds. Yeah, the left of the screen is actually west, like due west, southwest of us. So I'm trying to keep it in the direction that the actual like tornado warned storm is coming from, so that we can kind of see that a little bit better. But right now the lightning's not particularly cooperating with us, so it's not lighting it up very much. That's the danger of these evening and nighttime storms, is you can't see it coming. Like everybody always talks about, you know, tornadoes that you can see coming, but if there is a tornado in this, you're not gonna see it. So you've gotta treat every storm that's tornado warned as it's a tornado. So you can't take chances with storms like this. You're not gonna see it coming. So just get out the way, hunker down, stay safe, do the best you can, wait the storm out. There's a little bit of a highlight. But like I said, if it still pushes in, it'll be about 10 miles north of us. It'll pass probably through Somerset, or maybe just north of Somerset, which, like I said, is literally 10 minutes up the road. People sending me pictures already. I don't know what they're sending, so I'm not gonna open it. But be careful, it's not twins or a wedge. I mean, you wouldn't see it coming. Like I said, right now we're not even tornado warned, but I would expect it to happen if they did extend that tornado warning. Any minute, really. Usually get somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 minutes of warning on average. So I would assume that if the tornado warning was extended like we expect, then we probably get those tornado sirens anytime. And like I said, we are on the southern edge of the storm, so I mean, if there is a tornado, that's usually where they happen, right? But like I said, the main tornado warned storm is about 10 miles north of us, or at least the path of the storm is about 10 miles north of us. For those of you who aren't used to this sort of stuff, if you're from other countries and you just don't see this stuff, again, it's not something that we are necessarily afraid of. It's something that we prepare for. You keep your eye out. You have all of your weather stuff open so that you know what's going on around you, and you just maintain some sort of awareness. You know, situational awareness goes a long way, right? Having a plan and action, so like if things do turn south, you just get to your shelter as quickly as possible. Unfortunately for me, I don't really have a shelter. I'm on the top floor of an apartment building. There's no basement. So if I were to, it is a well-constructed brick building from the old days, so I at least have that going for me. But it is a situation where, like, if it does happen, I would just go into my bathroom, get into the tub, put a blanket over me, and hunker down that way. So it's all we can do. I have seen tornadoes before. It's not something that doesn't happen, but usually the tornadoes in my area, when they do happen, are relatively weak, short-lived tornadoes. So the big difference from today was that we actually probably got away with a lot, because we were primed and ready for a very, very nasty tornado outbreak in Ohio today. But we had a MCS come through this morning that kind of dropped away at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Gave us a little bit of a cloudless window for about 20 minutes, and then it came back in and got cloudy again, and then rained again about 1 to 3 p.m. So that limited a lot of the destabilization that we normally would get, which is probably what helped Ohio in particular. But as you can see, there's a lot of big storms popping up in Ohio still, so that just shows, even with the limited instability, that there's still plenty of lift out there for these storms to really get going. But yeah, nature is beautiful. And I'll be honest, if you've never seen a tornado up close, I have. I was within a half a mile of the tornado that took the roof off the livestock barn. There's a bowling alley at the other end of town. It's called Fiore's. And I was actually going into Fiore's when that tornado hit the livestock barn, which is less than half a mile away. And like I said, it was either an EF1 or an EF2. It took the roof off the livestock barn, and I was in high school at the time. Well, that was interesting. Let's point that direction a little bit. See if we can get that to light up again. But yeah, it is such a beautiful sight, but at the same time, absolutely terrifying. Like, if you ever get to see it in person, it's the most beautiful, terrifying thing that you'll ever see in your life. Because you know that despite its beauty and what seems like just absolute calm, it is fully capable of just taking everything you love in a blink of an eye. It's a once in a lifetime sort of deal. Well, unless of course you're out west, in which case might be a once in a summer type of deal for some people, or multiple times in a summer. But yeah, it truly is a sight to behold. And it truly does give you a respect for Mother Nature and just how beautiful yet terrifying she can truly be. But I think that's one of the things that gets people, is that, like, they are so beautiful. Like, if you can sit back and watch a tornado where it's just not doing anything, preferably, like if it's in a field, some of the most beautiful things you can ever see, right? Like, it's so serene. You got the inflow of the storm coming through, so it's usually relatively peaceful. You just got this gigantic wall of death spinning in a field. It's beautiful and terrifying. We got some lights going on down that direction. Looks like he's headed towards the edge of town over there by the fairgrounds. But I would have thought, like, if it was something going on, he maybe turned north towards Somerset. But still nothing here in terms of tornado warning yet, so just kind of hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and try to go back in and see what we got. So you guys get to stare at my ugly mug again. See if they changed anything while we wait. I look like crap. I always look like crap, but I actually look like crap.
From Ohio. Bless y'all. Thank you, Asylum. My goodness, thanks for the support, guys. Seriously, there's so much.
Okay, so the storm did, in fact, get tornado warned in northern Perry County, but apparently not close enough to us to trigger our tornado sirens.
Seen it because the sirens are blaring and they're calling for the evac.
So
a new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay. All right. Well,
so this storm right here is the tornado warned storm. This is where I'm located. This is Somerset. Somerset's about 10 miles, maybe 12 miles northwest of us.
Emergency management in Hawaii. There is no tsunami threat to Hawaii.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Elijah. That's great news. Great news. So we'll continue to update you on that.
Let me click on up here and check out the tornado warning for northern. So, yeah, right now it's radar indicated tornado. So it's probably just rotation on the radar. But
what I call the Appalachian Tornado Alley.
What we can do is go down here to severe weather
always
Whoops.
tries to produce a tornado. But the wind tunnel effect there in the Appalachian Mountains and
Click on storm
we'll see what
reports.
happens.
See if there's anything unfiltered. There really isn't. Most of the stuff that has happened is stuff that I've already heard about, which is down here in Kentucky, on the border of Kentucky and Ohio, with Brown and West Union having that tornado that was supposedly a large, potentially destructive tornado on the ground, rain wrapped earlier. So overall, I think for the most part, I mean, there's still the tornado warning out here in Zanesville as well. As you can see, like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but essentially I'm right here. I'm like right south of this tornado warning in Perry County. And then you have the tornado warning up here. This storm is still the one from previous, the West Union tornado warned storm. It's still moving up. My sister is actually in Pickaway County, which is down here. She's in Circleville. So again, these are just things that we got to keep in mind, right? Like we just staying aware of what's going on. Nothing too crazy. Right.
Storms down here in southern Alabama are struggling to get going. This is another area we are concerned about potentially.
Given that,
a player in tonight's tornado risk. So far, though, the storms have just really been lackluster. We'll see what happens with the more westerly ones. Those look more impressive near Livingston. Are they rotating? Not really, not yet. So we'll see what happens with that. The sun is set.
yeah, so this is what we're looking at on radar.
And we'll learn more in the next little bit.
So you got a little bit down here. And like I said, it's going straight through Somerset.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning in Scioto County, Ohio.
Scioto County's on the border, so that'll be south.
There you go. Guys, this is how you know that there's a tornado, or there could be a tornado.
So Scioto would be this one down here.
All right, this indicates counterclockwise rotation because what this shows us is the
But
speed of the winds.
A new tornado warning
going
has been
towards
issued.
the radar and the speed of the winds going away from the radar. Okay, anytime you get that really close interaction.
Yeah, Big B lives in Hawaii, so it's good to hear that there's no tsunami out there.
Doesn't always, mean that there is definitely going to be a tornado, but that is a big indicator there. Cambridge Center, new
Hey,
contract.
Ron, it's Chris. There may be a TDS on that storm that's near Harlan. Hard to tell, though.
But
I'm gonna look
anyway,
at it in a second.
I'm probably going to go ahead and end because it doesn't look like we're going to get anything here. The storms, like I said, the tornado warned storms passed to our north. Oh, God. For this. So, looks like we're probably going to get a lot of rain. If things start to pick up again, maybe I'll go live again. But no need to drag this out for you guys. But I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. If you guys are in the path of any of these storms, again, just be prepared. Any storm that pops up today and into this evening before it cools off has the potential to spin up. So just be aware. Ain't the first time we've been in situations like this, so just use your head. Nighttime storms are always the most dangerous. So take every warning like it's an immediate threat. Get yourself and your family safe. But appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. Sorry you didn't get to hear tornado warnings. Like I said, I was expecting the siren to go off, but it must have passed just far enough out of range of New Lex that it didn't end up setting off our tornado sirens. But definitely tornado warned system or tornado warned storm passed through the Somerset area or is currently going through the Somerset area right now. So that is like I said, about 10 miles in that direction. So I appreciate everybody hanging in there. If you guys like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.